What's up everybody, Matty Mo here, and today we're going to be revisiting the HTC One M8. Now the phone's been out for a little over a year, and as we always do in this series, we're going to answer questions such as, what's changed, how has the device aged, and is it still worth purchasing? The HTC One M8 was my favorite smartphone of 2014, so it's really no surprise that it's getting revisited. Now I'm not going to list all the specs in this video, as the phone's been out for quite some time, but I have included them in the description down below for your reference. Now here are some of the things that I loved about the HTC One M8 when it first came out back in April of 2014. First, let's talk about the design. I know it's similar to the One M7, but they made the device feel softer, rounder, and much more comfortable to hold. Sure, it's not revolutionary, and even the new One M9 looks the same, but why change an amazing design? Sometimes you're better off just refining it, and I think that's exactly what HTC did coming from the M7. In my opinion, it's still one of the best looking smartphones on the market today. Next up are those amazing front-facing speakers. No smartphone manufacturer has been able to match the sound quality and loudness of HTC's boom sound speakers. I'm always impressed how loud and clear they are every time I need to use the speakerphone or play media. Don't get me wrong, they won't replace a good pair of headphones, but when you're lying in bed all nice and cozy and you're ready to watch your favorite TV show, you'll definitely appreciate them. Battery life has always been solid with the One M8, and it's even slightly better with the upgrade to Android 5.0 Lollipop. I have no issues getting through the day with heavy use, and I never really felt I had to top up the battery midday in order to make it through the night. The phone has great performance, moving through menus and transitioning between apps felt fast and fluid. Not once did I ever feel the phone couldn't handle what I was doing. With the upgrade to Android 5.0, it brought on some neat animations, a bold new look, and slightly improved how fast the phone already was. Finally, I just want to mention that the call quality was great, the ability to add a MicroSD card was a bonus, and the IR blaster was icing on the cake. The display didn't win the best screen award, but I felt it was much better than the majority of competing flagships from 2014. But of course, no smartphone is perfect. So here are some of the things that I didn't like about the One M8. Like I mentioned before, I loved the design of this phone. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but the button placement doesn't make any sense at all. The thing is, I often found myself randomly pushing the up or down volume control with my thumb, thinking it would wake up the display. But instead I had to stretch my finger to the top of the device to push the power button. The problem is the top and bottom bezels are quite large on the M8, which is fine since it has to house those boom sound speakers, but it would have made a lot more sense to put the power button on the right side and the volume rocker on the top left side. My biggest complaint had to be the camera, and it's no surprise that we're talking about it because it also happened to be one of the biggest complaints from its initial reviews. The ultra pixel sensor does really well in almost all low light situations and is able to capture a usable picture. But you see, that's the thing. Most of the pictures you take with the One M8 are just that, usable. Photos are often underexposed, blurry, and because the sensor is so small, you miss out on a lot of detail. It's too bad though, because even the front-facing camera often takes better photos. I like taking a good photo, and it's no longer acceptable to have a bad camera on a flagship device. Now I just want to mention a couple more things before wrapping this up. There have been some reports that people who upgraded to Android 5.0 experience battery drain and poor performance. The complaints are small and most likely caused by apps that weren't ready for 5.0. I never experienced these issues, and the few people I talked to who also have a One M8 said that the upgrade was smooth as butter. And the last thing I want to mention is that a small amount of people are reporting that the camera would get foggy. People are calling it the cloudy camera. If your device is out of warranty, there is a simple fix that involves some turtle wax or clean eraser. I'll make sure to link the instructions in the comments down below if any of you are having that issue. So what's the bottom line then? Should you still buy this device? Most definitely yes. I love this phone. I still recommend it to a lot of people, but for those of you that put a camera before everything else, then there are much better options out there. But if you want a great premium design, a fast and fluid user experience, along with awesome battery life, then the One M8 has those features. Now for those of you that don't know, the One M9 came out about a month ago, so you might be able to find a deal on the One M8. So what do you guys think of this phone? Is it still worth the purchase? Let me know in the comments below. And for those of you that have the phone, let me know what you like and dislike about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well so you can see my upcoming review on the HTC One M9. And I'll see everybody in the next episode.